Hey guys, hope everyone well. It's your boy MKS back again with another video about African game makers. I'll try and make it as fun as possible, so I hope that they will enjoy it as ever, as I always do, as I always hope. Try not to waffle if I can help it. Anywho, I know I've talked a lot on this channel about how I wish to support Africa in technology because of the underrepresentation of black people, especially women, in technology. So I hope to support people from Africa and like indigenous Africans especially, and especially women and people of all ages, really, women and men, but especially women and girls, learn about technology and things like that, and also Aborigines or indigenous people from Australasia as well. So indigenous people of Australasia and Africa. Anywho, so this one is specifically about game making, which I thought I'd do because it sounds a bit of a fun topic, hopefully, and because it's Friday, I like to have fun on Fridays and all that sort of stuff. Anywho, so I'll try not to waffle, but here's my list. So number one, I hope to get started, and hopefully by making videos like this and spreading the message and networking with other people who also want to support African game makers, who are either from Africa itself or from around the world, such as the organisations which are already involved in such, and hopefully network with others, and like Friends of Africa and charities and NGOs and businesses that might want to utilise African game developers and things like that. So I hope to encourage as many people as possible to support, especially indigenous African game makers, like women as well, especially, and girls get into game making as well, and that sort of thing. Number two, I hope to learn how to network with people, and hopefully learn how to sort of help Africans to network and to encourage big tech companies and companies like PlayStation and Xbox, obviously owned by Sony and Microsoft respectively. I myself am not that good at technology or game making, as I've said before, about tech stuff at least, in some other videos, but I do hope to, I love the irony of helping African game makers through ideas and things like that, and I've often talked about how I hope to use my creativity as a dyslexic person, shows there's a positive side to dyslexia as well. So as I say, I'd love to encourage like Microsoft and the Xbox designers and people like that, and to go to parts of Africa and train up potential new people who can work for Microsoft in Africa in terms of the Xbox division and things like that, and similar for Sony with PlayStation, Sony with PlayStation and things like that. There's something else I was going to say, but I forgot. Yeah, but I hope to encourage people to invest in African people learning how to make their own games, and oh yeah, that was it. People from Africa also making educational games, and girls getting into gaming and having the feminist or feminine take on games, so they can have games which are more geared towards girls as well, to get girls into gaming. I know that's already been done a little bit in America and places like that, but I think it'd be great if Africa could also be involved on having the female perspective as well. Number three, I hope to do as much fundraising as possible to help train people in Africa in terms of game making, and again network with people and look at how they can get reduced price or even cheap or free materials or things to help them with training, which I've talked before about in general technology, but I hope they get that for tech game making as well, and for people in Africa to make their own version of Street Fighter and things like that, and also to make games like I talked before about being an Italian football fan, so like maybe Africa can network with, as a continent, can network with Italian football to make like Serie A games, and like games just called Juventus or Juve or different names of Italian clubs and things like that, or Calcio and all sorts of things like that, so they can network together to make those sorts of brands. So I hope to go to parts of Africa and also parts of Italy to talk about these ideas and how to market it, which I hope will benefit Italian football but also African game makers. Number four, I hope to unite together Africans as much as possible through tech, as I've talked before about, and that includes in game making as well, and any of the ideas to do with tech can possibly be included in game making. And when I say game making, I mean like PC games, game system games, video games, and so forth. and Africa to have its own version of like Xbox and maybe in the future or PlayStation and that sort of thing. Number 5, I hope that there'll be like a hub that will help Africans to develop their game making skills, where they can get training and network together and support each other and learn from each other and have mentors and all sorts of great things to help them, possibly called the MKS, Sony MKS to Sony game station, which would be ideally all over Africa, as many centres as possible invested in, which help people to develop games and network together, a bit like what Andela does for software for Africa, and that sort of thing. Number 6, I hope to help them to reach their full potential and to make, I would say, educational games, entertaining games, obviously, and all sorts of games that make their own version of Street Fighter, but they're also more educational games and even academic games and scientific games and all sorts, where people learn about science and God knows what else, and like Africans to work together on what they know they could teach with each other. So someone who's in Africa who's really good at science can teach the scientific aspects of the game, but someone who's more technical can teach that sort of side of the game. Number 7, again, I hope to work with as many people as possible, and I hope it goes as well as possible, of course, to do the best I can with things I can deal with, and then hope things fall into place. And I think that working together will be stronger. Number 8, I hope that people of colour or many other people and friends of Africa will help Africans to develop those games and to develop their skills and things like that, and again provide training material and funding and all sorts of things like that. And it would be a good way to probably shut up white supremacists or neo-Nazis or far right who say things about Africans like say they're stupid or dumb or thick or lazy. Hopefully this will be a part of what could prove them wrong, as well as other projects. Number 9, I hope to hear what Africans think about this idea, and people who want to support Africa, what sort of ideas they have as well, and how we can improve the idea, how we can organise it, and be as organised as possible, and plan things generally, and excuse me, look at strengths and weaknesses within my idea, like SWOT analysis, like strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats within the idea, and within the plan, within the project, and how we can help it to reach its full potential and things like that. Number 10, I hope that they'll be trained from the youngest possible age, including, as I say, girls from the youngest possible age as soon as they can, to learn a little bit each day about game making, and that can they can continue to learn. So as ever, I'd love to know what you think about this video. Please comment. I hope you will. If you're a new viewer to this channel, please subscribe. I'd be really grateful. And also like the video and share if you can, if you will. I'd be so grateful. And please do comment, even if you have to leave some constructive criticism. Even if you have to hate is going to hate. So freedom of speech and all that. But I do hope I get some positive comments. So on that positive note, I'm out. Peace and love.